Today, the board chair directed council to take legal action against JG Consulting, which led the 2023 search and the hiring of Ian Roberts. The firm failed its duty to properly vet candidates. Ian Roberts should have never been presented as a finalist. And if we knew what we knew now, he would never have been hired. JG Consulting was responsible for advertising, recruitment, application and resume review, public domain search, complete reference checks, and presentation of qualified candidates. It also said it would conduct comprehensive reference calls on each applicant to include the verification of all related employment experiences. JG Consulting stated it would work with a third party to complete a comprehensive criminal, credit, and background check. The contract required JG Consulting to bring all known information of a positive or negative nature to the board. Because that did not occur, we are pursuing legal action as allowed by law. This is about accountability. Taxpayer dollars were used, and we are seeking accountability. Our district now moves forward, focused on what matters most, our students. It has been 7 days since our district started learning troubling information about someone we trusted. Each day we have learned more, and it has been difficult for all of us who care about the Des Moines Public School District. How we show up for each other defines us as leaders, staff, students, and community members. Sadly, some have used this situation to advance hateful comments. We will not be deterred or distracted by that. We are using this as a moment to come together and build a stronger future. Finally, the successes our district has celebrated in recent weeks are no less today than they were a week ago. They are still cause for celebration, from nationally recognized educators to double-digit gains in science to achievements in athletics and the arts. Every day, our students' talents and dedication shine. As a school board, we stand firm in our resolve to continue leading the district forward with Interim Superintendent Matt Smith. With our exceptional staff, we remain steadfast in reimagining education, prioritizing strong preschool starts, higher reading scores, and clear career pathways. That was our work before, and it remains our work now. Yeah, I think what we found is there are different versions of a lot of things. There are different resumes. There are transcripts that appear different, one versus an official. I think there are multiple pieces of information that are trying to be pieced together. To be clear, the board understood that Dr. Roberts did not have a doctorate. That's what we understood as it relates to the Morgan State University. And so it seems as though somewhere along the way there was a change in that verbiage, but the board understood what we were hiring. And the school board doesn't request a doctorate. Does it require a doctorate?
The district did believe, however, that he had a doctorate from a different institution.
Correct, yes, thank you.
Was that correct?
As far as we know at this point in time, that's been verified.
Was that Trident?
Correct. And that came from the search firm.
And also you said that you've always been considering a lawsuit. Does that go back to Friday when you learned about the ICE arrest?
I mean, I defer to our legal counsel because she's the one who made the recommendation. I think we obviously as a board, Friday, we're totally focused on our school district and the health and well-being of our students and getting the facts. And as the facts revealed themselves over the past several days, it was crystal clear that the search firm did not do its job.
None of this was known prior to Friday. So in terms of always, I think we're talking about always since this started coming to light after Friday, not prior.
Did you get to see anything in the background check from JG Consulting, or do you just see that they're, you just get a candidate in front of you that you assume they've vet properly, or do you get to see anything in there?
Correct. Do you want to answer that?
The district did receive a copy of the background check that was conducted.
And nothing came up that was concerning?
I believe at this point, we are going to be looking deeply into what JG knew and when they knew it, and whether or not they fairly apprised the board of what they knew and when they knew it, because we certainly believe that there's more than what the board was apprised of at the time.
With the understanding that the Morgan State one, eventually with the understanding that the Morgan State one was not probably as it appeared on the resume, was that not a concern? I know it's not the same current Morgan State now, but was that not a concern that there could have been a discrepancy? Was that not a concern when the board hired him?
You know, I can't speak to past board leadership and how decisions were made. We made good faith decisions based on the information that was put in front of us, and that's how we chose, that's how the decision was made.
Is the board or the district considering suing Dr. Roberts, which is what Mill Creek is looking at right now?
Mm-hmm. At this point, our focus is on filing suit against JG Consulting.
We've got time for two more, please.
Another question, if I may. The Justice Department has said it's opening an investigation into whether the school board engages in discriminatory hiring practice. A state board has also announced plans to, for lack of better terms, investigate the board. Do you have any comment on that?
You know, we have been cooperating. I think it's important to remember that the Governor Reynolds and the State of Iowa Board of Educational Examiners also provided Dr. Roberts a license. So there are state entities that also provided acceptance of Dr. Roberts' licensure. And so I think our job is to partner with federal and state agencies to work together to make sure that we are continuing to strengthen our processes. But I think this is an issue that's bigger than just our district, since this is something that happened to the state of Iowa as well.
Baker Eubanks told me that they issued an executive summary, which they said that any problems with Roberts' application would have been noted in that report. Did the board see that executive summary, or did the hiring committee do this executive summary?
I can't speak to specifically what Baker Eubanks is referencing. I can say that for a company that was on the hook for, and I'll see if I can look at the specific language, comprehensive criminal credit and background check, it seems that something was clearly missed.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
So JG Consulting was responsible for advertising, recruitment, application, and resume review, public domain search, complete reference checks, and a presentation of qualified candidates. It also said it would conduct comprehensive reference calls on each applicant to include the verification of all related employment experiences. JG Consulting stated it would work with a third party, in this case Baker Eubanks, to complete a comprehensive criminal, credit, and background check.
And then your follow-up comment to that about something being fairly missed.
Well, clearly they missed things of a negative nature because things are being identified now online in hours.
Thank you, everybody.
And you said and hours.
And I think it's clear that people are identifying and finding information online in a matter of hours. And so it is probably something that they should have caught. And that was our expectation.